What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Daily Grind Fantasy official live stream. We are going to be sniping DFS value across the entire industry, guys. Hopefully you're having a great Friday. Thank goodness it is Friday. If you guys haven't already watched the Thunderdome, I was featured on the Thunderdome stream with Slop and Lucy. I put out some bangers. My favorite one's going to be Navy. Plus 118.5 to cover. Was able to grab that on FanDuel at plus 130 earlier today. I think it's now at like plus 103 or something. But that's what it's all about, grabbing the value. I also want to talk about our success that we've had recently on Underdog specifically. Let's go ahead and switch screens here. I want to talk about Underdog exclusively because it's like night and day when it comes to the amount of success. Yesterday, we had, I'm going to pull up my phone here. We had a lot of three-mans last live stream. I believe three have already hit. But listen to this. That's not the cool part. Right now, we have 1, 2, 3 more that are 1 leg away from hitting. And then we also have a 5 leg, so a 10 times or a 2.5. Doesn't matter. It's still a win. We have 1 10 times. That's 4 out of 5 right now. Pending the under, I know it's terrifying, of Caleb Williams under 13 or 313 passing yards. I believe that's also moved. So depending on like what happens, yesterday we went ballistic on Underdog Fantasy. And the complete opposite on PrizePicks. That's why we middle, right? I think we ended up down like 5 units on PrizePicks. On Underdog, we ended up like 10 plus. So I took a look at my Pickett account. We crushed it on Underdog. I know everybody's favorite app is PrizePicks, so we'll go ahead and start there. See if we can kind of turn that around. But let's go ahead and look. I'm a psychopath when it comes to identifying value. I don't care where it is. I'm just simply looking for the value. I also have not bet on any one of these free squares quite yet. I think there's tacos. Or are there not? I was aware that there were tacos. Pitcher strikeouts. There they are. Yeah, weird looking tacos. So let me go ahead and pull up my app. Generally what happens is I give you guys enough time to go ahead and secure these slips before I enter them, because a lot of you yell at me because I enter them before I let you guys do it and the lines move, especially on Underdog. So I'm going to do that again. That is literally the entire point of these live streams, is so that you guys can take advantage of all these value plays. So I'm going to show you the entire process. And again, I'm using DG Fantasy. What DG Fantasy is it compares all the major lines across sports books and DFS apps alone. We have what's called the DFS Optimizer and the middling tool. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I utilize them. I swear on my life, every single thing I do in the stream, I wouldn't do differently any other way if I was by myself. Okay, so just want to show you like the raw thoughts behind each one of my plays and how you should be scoping this out. Because again, the whole point of this is obviously I'm going to be handing you guys some slips, but also how to observe the market, how to take advantage of these value plays. Sorry guys, I can't multitask. Let me go to pitcher strikeouts. We'll take advantage of Valdez first. Valdez is the guy we're taking advantage of. If you guys have already taken advantage of him, which you probably have at this point, ignore this. I'll do a 6-legger. Let's see if we can find a 6-legger here on PrizePicks. Again, this little refresh button updates the page so that you guys don't have to go above and click that refresh button. So let's go ahead and take advantage of this Cruz and Corbin Carroll. I'll explain why these are good plays after the fact. But Corbin Carroll and Cruz under. This is not for the casual crowd because both those plays are pretty good. We're hitting the under. Minus 127 fair odds on DraftKings, minus 127 on Bovada. We're hitting the over of Garrett Cole here, 0.5 discrepancy. It looks like not bad to always root against Garrett Cole, right? Over 5 hits allowed. We're going to skip over the CSGO play, and I'll tell you why in a second. A Rise and Lane Thomas under 4 HRR. Looks like we might have an all MLB slip. Okay. We also have Span versus, well, we'll skip over UFC. Infinite we'll skip over. Parker and that person. Not going to try to pronounce her name. WNBA. 15 combo, 15, 15, 15. Has not gotten bumped. And then one more play for the people who already took advantage. Oh, Julio Rodriguez under. I did not see that. Yeah, I like that one too. Julio Rodriguez under 9.5. So you guys can see it here. We have the hot dog. You guys can use whatever hot dog you want if you haven't used it already. Cruz, Corbin Carroll under 3.5 HRR. Garrett Cole over 5 hits allowed. We have a Riesling Thomas under 4 HRR. We have Parker, this combo prop, over 15. And then Julio Rodriguez under 9.5. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. I'm giving you guys plenty of time to enter this. This is a 6-legger. Rise. Parker. And Julio Rodriguez under fantasy score. I'm going to go over why these are good plays and why these are mathematically profitable long-term bets in just 1 second. I didn't even check to see if there's negative correlation. I hope not. Yeah, got that off. That's the first leg. That's the first PrizePicks slip right there. Easy, 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 easy. All right? All right. Yeah, don't worry. We'll get to Underdog, guys. I'm going where the value is right now. There's plenty of value on the PrizePicks optimizer. So let's go over these picks. Just so you guys understand. I know for all the veterans in here, I've been over this a million times, but I want you guys to understand why these are good plays. So what we're doing here on the optimizer is we're adding together these two HRR combo props, right? Between these two individual players, we're doing the math behind the scenes. What would DraftKings price this at if there was a combo prop? What would Bovada price this at if they also had the combo prop? Right now, minus 127. Not implied odds, but fair odds. Okay. The fact that these implied odds outweigh the PrizePicks' implied odds of minus 119 per leg, that's insane. That's a huge discrepancy. We're giving this a 56.07% chance to hit the under based on that information. Garrett Cole, right now, all the sports books, this is self-explanatory. Near even line set to 5.5. You're getting a 0.5 discrepancy on Garrett Cole. You guys can see that. Sports books set to 5.5 across the industry, near even line. Set to 5 on PrizePicks, right? So you get that push potential as well. We skipped over CSGO. I'll talk to you about that in a second. A Riesling Thomas, the exact same thing for combo props. It looks like Bovada is very bearish on their total to go over. So they're setting their line a little bit less than what DraftKings is setting theirs to. Regardless, the industry average is what we're looking at, under 4. Last but not least, fantasy scores, right? Fantasy scores are calculated, obviously, through player props that the sports books give them. And there's each multiplier is different. Each calculation is different over all these CFS apps. On PrizePicks, you get 6 points for a win, for quality start, 4, -3 for earned runs allowed, 3 points for strikeouts. You guys get it, right? One point for outs. Now, the way that we come up with a total book odds here for DraftKings is we're saying, hey, based on all their even lines, add them together, multiply them together, and we're basically saying, hey, based on that information, DraftKings is giving us a 54.92% chance to hit the under, and we also have another way of showing this. We show the raw fantasy score on a different tab. So if you head to the fantasy score tab, or if you click on this little button here, it takes you to the exact raw fantasy score that we're giving each one of these players. Julio Rodriguez set to 8.3 on DraftKings if they had the fantasy score market based on PrizePicks' multipliers, set to 9.5 on PrizePicks. Way too aggressive, right? We're going to hit the under on Julio Rodriguez. Not saying that this is going to hit the under. I'm saying that the chances are better to hit the under than not according to other sportsbooks odds. That's how you interpret that data. Okay, so full slip, 6-man slip. Let's go to the next taco or next hot dog, whatever you want to call it, and let's start building out a slip. We head back to the PrizePicks optimizer. Let's go to, is Strider another discount? Strider. Let's go to Strider. Yeah, Strider over 7. Not less than. That would be dumb. And let's keep going with the optimizer. Let's see if we find any more plays. I'm skipping over UFC because I've used them so many times this week. already, if you haven't already taken advantage of the UFC plays, then total rounds equals fight time. So don't get that confused, because fight time, total rounds, the exact same thing. PrizePicks shows them in the amount of minutes, not total rounds. Okay, so when you're taking these plays, that's how you look at that. Darvish and Brandon Woodruff across the industry is saying that the combo prop above 12, pretty bullish on, right? So we're going to go ahead and throw that into a slip. That is Darvish plus Woodruff. I like that. Both those guys get a lot of strikeouts, right? I think. Senga under 7 because even line set to 6.5. Another great play. We're going to go ahead and try to... Oh, got bumped, right? Yep. So as you guys can see, Senga got bumped down to 6.5. So again, why we observe the market? Because the market knows more. Everybody's observing the exact same lines. As sharp bettors, we have to understand the market. Understand that the market knows more than us as individual sports bettors. If the entire market agrees with a sharp projection, not saying it's going to hit the under, they're saying it has a higher chance to hit the under at 7. But it got bumped to 6.5. That value is gone. So now we're switching gears here. We are switching to another play. Canada. Bovada. We'll go ahead and skip on that one. Deion Haskins. I think we're going to take that one. Well, let's middle these college football plays. We'll switch here in a second. John G. Sonic. We'll take a look at them in a bit. Same thing with Shepard. We'll go ahead and skip over him for a second. Freeman and Devers. Let's go ahead and throw that combo prop in here. I hope these guys aren't playing each other. Devers. No negative correlation so far, right? Devers and Acuna and Flores over. Ronald. Flores. A lot of combo props, and I don't hate it. I do not hate it. So right now we have 4 plays, and I believe we're running dry here on the front of the optimizer. Let me just double check to make sure none of these plays we haven't already taken. Again, I'll tell you why we're skipping over college football and the esports plays in a second. And this is exactly why. Because if I'm taking advantage of these esports plays and these college football plays, I know I have an opportunity right now to middle them. Because all of these DFS apps, they set their projections independently, right? So PrizePicks is going to set their projection independently. Underdog is going to set theirs independently. Why would I look at one book, make that assumption on the optimizer, on sportsbooks, where a majority of you can't even play anyway? I can do that, but why would I do that when I can just switch over to the middling tool? By the way, I love the middling tool a lot more than the DFS optimizer, and that's how I build out and I scope out this value. I will find and identify elite value by middling these kinds of props. As you can see here, obviously, Valdez, Bassett, like these guys are the tacos or the hot dogs. So we're not going to middle those because obviously the great plays on PrizePicks. But we're going to go ahead and scope out the market here. This guy projection his projection agrees with 2, so shouldn't take that on PrizePicks. 3, same thing. 24, 24, 24, 3, 3. Oh, there's a good play here. This guy, Bruno. We're going to call him Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno. Bruno Fernandez? Is that his name? Yes. Under 3. You guys see why that's a good play. Set to 2.5 on 2 different apps, on Hot Streak and on ParlayPlay, but set to 3. Whole 0.5 higher on PrizePicks. That's a fantastic play. Shots attempted are hard to come by, so 0.5 is going to move that needle a lot. Cyrus Allen on ParlayPlay, set to 4.5, set to 4 on PrizePicks. I don't want to middle on ParlayPlay quite yet. Let's skip over that. 2, 7, 6.5, 3, 3. This is another good play. Maybe ParlayPlay is a good app to be playing on. 1 second. Maybe I'm wrong. I want to play Underdog. That's what I'm getting at here. 6.5. 18. No. Ooh, what's going on here? Holy moly. Hold on. Yeah, see, Underdog just had a really good play. Receiving yards. Yeah, we're going to switch over there here in a second. 5, 3, 9. Screw it. Let's take Infinite. Let's take Infinite. Over 37.5. Reason because Hot Streak is setting their projection, and you can 2-man parlay on Infinite or on a Hot Streak. 39.5, clear discrepancy, 2-kill discrepancy. If it lands on 38, 39, you can middle on both apps, take the under on Hot Streak. Fantastic value play right there. This is my 6-man flex. I will give you guys a second to enter this. I'm going to go ahead and do it myself. Garrett Cole just got bumped. So in our last slip, if you guys were able to take advantage of that, congrats. Strider over. Darvish. Woodruff. Freeman. Devers. Flores. Over. Fernandez. That's in soccer. Under 3 shots. And then last but not least is going to be a CSGO play. Boom. I got that off too. Hopefully you guys were able to get that off. Boom, boom, boom. What's going on, guys? What's going on? 174 of you. I believe that's the stream high that we've hit already this season. So thank you. Appreciate the support, guys. Let's go ahead and build out one more slip for PrizePicks. Let's keep it a 5 flex this time because I'm getting bored of PrizePicks. Let's switch over. We have... Why can't I find pitcher strikeouts? There it is. We're hitting the over on Bassett. That's the last guy. Wow, 2 strikeouts? I feel like that's huge. What's our optimizer telling us here for percent odds to hit? We don't have him pulling. All right. Anyway, let's scroll down here, see if there's any more plays. Ooh, Senga plus Patrick Sandoval over 11.5. We'll go ahead and start out there. Sandoval over 11.5. Again, because we are adding these 2 individual player strikeouts. Again, keep in mind that these are these are fair odds for the combo prop, not implied odds. So the fact that these outweigh the implied odds of average legs of -119 in the 5 flex is insane, right? Very, very good. So this outweighs that completely. Hankins. Let's go ahead and throw in Hankins. Deion Hankins. Let's go ahead and throw him in. Why not? Why not? There's a clear discrepancy here, which you can do. Again, I wanted to show you guys that middling is so much better than just trusting one book. I don't have any problem with doing that. It's just that we don't know. Oops. Hold on. Right now, we don't know how sharp FanDuel is, and we can't middle on FanDuel. At least a majority of you can't if you don't live in that state. So that's why I wanted to run to the middling tool to take advantage of that discrepancy, if that makes sense. So again, this is set to -114 on FanDuel. Hines. Now, we had to keep our eye on how these payouts shift because I know it's been wonky right now for PrizePicks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one more. All right, we already took those, so let's switch over to our middling tool. Bassett, NATO, Canada, took him, and Allen. They don't play in the same game. So again, like these shouldn't be correlated whatsoever. Like this should not be a payout shift, but let's see how this works. Because PrizePicks has been screwing us with their payout shifts. We don't want that. Wait, why can't I? Oh, because I'm not signed in on there. Okay. 1 second. Let me know if this payout shifts, guys. Let me know. Deion Hankins. These are all overs, by the way, right? Yeah, obviously. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. So it didn't shift. It didn't shift. I just didn't select the top guy. Sorry, guys. It didn't shift. So that's a 10x. That's a 10x. So that's fantastic. They fixed their stuff. Good. I'm getting that in. If you can't play college football, I'm sorry. This slip isn't for you. All right, I was able to get that off. All right, so there's 3 PrizePicks slips already entered for today, and they were a 5-leg, 6-leg parlay slip. Let's switch over to, I want to switch to Underdog here in a second. I also want to make sure that there's no more elite value here. No more elite value. Because after this, I feel like we are we're kind of forcing it, right? Dude, we need to switch over to Underdog to take advantage of that. Graham, Woodruff, Adon. Ooh, Hunter Green's not bad here. CFL. Yeah, but we're down in the 55%. It is what it is. Let's switch over. I'm bored. Let's switch over to Underdog, and I'll tell you right now, the Underdog middling tool is freaking elite. It's freaking elite. But let's switch over to the optimizer. I want to make sure we're not missing any crazy good plays while observing the market over here. And just as expected, we have fantasy scores at the top. Passing touchdowns. Love that. Yeah. All right, let's do it. I think we got a 3-leg slip right here. 3-leg slip on Underdog. Again, this is the main way we've been making a ton of money so far. Underdog's been absolutely insane with their discrepancies. So as you guys can see here, two fantasy scores. Who is that? What's his name? What's his last name? I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Garrett Cole, under. Gotta love that. Cole. Removed. All right, fantasy score gone. Fantasy score is gone. Caleb Williams, over touchdowns. Love that. Over 3. And then we'll switch to the middling tool. Find our last play. 4. Jose Ramirez, Kyle Freeland. Sandoval. Nope, don't like that. Don't like that. Nope, 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 nope. No. No. Mm-mm. No. Oh, yeah. It's Keelan Doss, right? Keelan Doss. That's under, right? Under. Is that a preseason game? I don't care. There's a slip. Take advantage now. Underdog moves their lines like immediately after I place my slip, so I'll give you guys some time. And they're just got that in. Just got it in. What's going on, guys? What's going on? I'll get to the questions here in a little bit. I'll get to... Alex said square. What's going on, Alex? Yeah, no. That's the first slip. Again, we are going to move on to some more Underdog slips. Again, we have been crushing it on Underdog, and I'm just going to fire away. I'm a psychopath. I'm a psychopath here with Underdog, so we're just going to keep going. Keep going. What is a replacement for, you said Caleb Williams? Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. That guy. Mizzle. Yeah, we'll call him Mizzle. Mizzle Man. Under 53.5 rushing yards. As you guys can see here, clear discrepancy within the market. The market has not adjusted, at least on the DFS apps, to his rushing yards, right? 53.5 on Underdog. I believe this is PrizePicks. And then this one's going to be ParlayPlay. Six yards off. 6 yards off. So if he finishes in between 48 to 53, 5 yards, you win. You win both apps. At least that leg, right? Dylan Cease. Don't like that. Don't like that. Not too much. Too much market. Support. Yeah, and we already took this. The main play to take here is going to be on PrizePicks. On ParlayPlay seems to be in agreement. I would avoid both sides. Now, I believe we got them at like 219. Not 219. To like 98-ish earlier in the week. It's now been bumped up a little bit. There actually isn't too much. Wow, Underdog, underwhelming for once. What's going on? Usually it's with CSGO, right? But the market pretty much agrees here. Yeah. Maybe we move to ParlayPlay, guys. That's a bummer. I was only able to make one slip on Underdog. Wait, did I miss this one? Adams? Or did this just drop? All right, so here's another good one. K-Ron Adams, under 57.5 rushing yards. Let's go ahead and throw him in there. Maybe they're just dropping all these lines as we speak, which would be amazing. We took Doss already. Maybe I just straight up missed that play. I don't know. All right, one more refresh here. This is weird. I'm used to seeing a ton of plays. Ton of plays. All right. Well, it is what it is. Let's switch back one more time here. But again, we don't force things. That's the way we play. You don't just gamble to gamble, right? You only play when you see value. That's how you stay grounded through this whole process. Manage your bankroll, 1% per slip. Never go above that. If you go above that, then you're going to lose to variance, bad variance, right? That's how this works. All right, we saw a bunch of plays on ParlayPlay. Yeah, I mean, like, there's so many. So if you haven't signed up for ParlayPlay, use code DGF for 100% matchup to $100. Let's go ahead and kick it off to ParlayPlay. And ParlayPlay can be frustrating for a lot of people because their best slip type is 6-man insured slips. Their payouts are pretty darn elite when it comes to that. So we can switch over there. Let's go ahead and do that. We have some combo props here at the top. I believe they're the same ones as on PrizePicks. Bangura. Under. And what we're really looking for here in terms of fair odds, if you guys take a look here at the 6-man insured slip, we're looking for anything basically above 53%. That's what we're looking for, right? And that gives you so many plays. Like this play up here, huge edge according to the sports books, which is why we are finding them on ParlayPlay, opposed to like, PrizePicks where it wasn't that much of an edge. Like 55% over there is not that big of an edge. But here, I mean, if we're looking at all the way down to 53% for 6-man insured slips, like that's fantastic. That is such an edge. And you're doing that on each one of these plays, right? I think we're taking the same place here on ParlayPlay as we did on PrizePicks, though. Kyle Freeland, under pitcher strikeouts, near even line set to 3.5. Freeland, under. So these are all less. All less, and it looks like there's a lot more less plays here. Harper and Arenado, that's a new one. Arenado, and then Jordan Canada. Let's go to Hankins here, over 73. I want some college football plays. That's the only over. And again, you can slide the line too. This is like a crazy good daily promo. You can literally change the projections on these. I wouldn't recommend doing on this slip because these are all very high projections. But like for, I think it's anything over like an 8 projection. So like for a player who's projected to score 11 points in the WNBA, you can slide the line like one way or the other, like move it a full point or two, 1.5 points. Anyway, here's the payouts for 6-man insured slips on ParlayPlay and why they are elite. You pay 25x opposed. Well, you pay 25x, right? Think of PrizePicks. They also pay 25x, but this is where they get you. You only get 2x for hitting 5 out of 6 on PrizePicks. On ParlayPlay, you get 2.5, right? Like that makes a huge difference. On when you get 4 out of 6, you get 0.4 on PrizePicks, but you get 0.5 on ParlayPlay. And over the long term, like you're bound to hit 5 out of 6, 4 out of 6 more times than you are 6 out of 6. Just that's the way that math works. So this really does make a difference in the long run. So anyway, ParlayPlay, fantastic app to play. If you haven't already, go ahead and enter the slip in. Yeah, guys, I mean, like there's so many plays. We did this. We might have to start with ParlayPlay going forward just because there's so many good plays. And they're not oversaturated, right? So if you think about PrizePicks and you think about even Underdog, there's so many people playing those apps to where there's so much money going in one direction or the other, they bump like instantly, right? With ParlayPlay, you know, they do bump. I'm not going to say that they're not, but they definitely don't bump their plays or their projections as much or as frequently or as quickly as PrizePicks or Underdog. So as you can see, like there's such an edge with each one of these plays. And that's the beauty of playing multiple DFS apps because you get to see this real time. This is literally a full-time job. Like I can go through and enter all these into a 6-man slip. I'm not going to do it here on the live stream just because, you know, it's literally just going down the list. But yeah, like you could just build, you know, 3-4 slips here just using the optimizer. But if you switch over to the middling tool, I bet you there's even more discrepancies. We saw a couple earlier. And I'll let you guys in on a secret. You don't have to play 6-man insured slips, even though they're the best bang for your buck. But you can get away with playing, you know, 2-mans, 3-mans. You just have to make sure you're using the filter, right? Like, I'm not going to sit here and say don't play 2-mans. Never. Like, there's sometimes where I see like a 70%. There's obviously like an error. And I will go and put it into a 2-man parlay on ParlayPlay. Just because I'm trying to secure that value before it bumps. So it happens. Like Kyle Freeland right now, completely off. We already entered him into a slip, but yeah, I mean, that's essentially how you guys do it. I just got a text from my wife, so I do have to get off, guys. Or else I would stay on and build some more slips. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Do you have a discount code? Yes. So if you guys use code STREAM, 25% off your subscription. If you guys want to sign up for our tools, now is not there's not a better time to do this before NFL season. 25% off annual subscription. Of course, we always have 7-day free trials. So if you guys want to sign up, head over to the link in the description, dgfantasy.com. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Sorry, wife is calling. Anyway, guys, let's cash. I'll talk to you guys on the next stream.